You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. Visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can... Imelda as well. And now those poor losers have taken...
Rather an overreact.
I'll say. Anyway, I don't think I know the necessary...
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate... I'll be back to playing...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Revelio.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstone.
Hello, Zenobia.
Really?
Common sense and
Well...
Of course.
Oh, how wonderful. Now that I have all my...
I'm sure they...
Isn't it? Very well.
Revelio.
Have you ever seen it?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. The soil should... Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually,
How kind of you. Now, as I mentioned,
I already have some, Professor.
you visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later, even with
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenworth potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Now, what say we branch... You'll find that some plants... The cabbages do get testy without some...
Yes, Professor.
Then come back and see me when you're finished.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. Brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. They'll do the rest.
Revelio.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastard. Not saying you can't get...
I suppose they could.
It's chaos out there. Dogweed and death cat. You get the idea. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Beauty. And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves,
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? And good, as you...
Magical plant.
I'm glad. Huh.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me... The best time to plant a seed.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Wish I could see what Hogwarts feels like.
That's the last time
Maybe
I have a
Aura's or
potion
someone
idea.
from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never...
Revelio.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. And from what I hear of your recent Professor Weasley had you...
Yes, sir.
Good. But in the future, some can be helped. Others, however, come and see me when you...
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that...
He did say that. He want...
Brilliant! I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth...
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. Listen, anyone... I'm just missing one time.
I suspect that's where...
You're as clever as I simply need...
I don't know, Gareth.
You won't.
I've enough to worry about.
I understand.
A well-prepared witch or wizard... The potion should not be that colorless. Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eye.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon's Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature.
I'm glad I was able to...
A rare occurrence. And in addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine them, pay particular attention in... Now, I recommend that you find a safe location, and you can keep that Fwooper. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.